made it pretty clear that they think you guys are playing well as a team, but have not played your best. How much better can you guys be?
When we watch film, we just see things that we could have had done better if we did the right thing at the time. And you know, as a coach, you always got to push us. So even something that's good, we want to push to greatness. So I feel like it's a lot of things that's why we watch film to regroup and come back and get better.
And how much better can you be from a health standpoint?
A lot better, actually. I'm just fighting through it, a little foot sprain, so I'm fighting through it.
Hey, you know, you were like almost like 100% till that guy clipped your heel, weren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, we all saw your frustration, but how frustrating was that, Mike, to be out of bounds, so to speak, and have that happen to you?
Yeah, it was frustrating. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, it happens in football, and now I got to just keep getting rehab and get back to where I was at.
Yeah, and it's just what? Just feels like a sprained ankle? What's it feel like?
Yeah,
yeah. Hey, Saturday night though, you had one of, you know, on the winning drive, you had a big time run on that play, on that drive and stuff, and just, I don't know, what was the frustration level from the first half for you guys offensively that got fixed in the second half from your vantage point?
They came in and did a lot of things that we didn't expect them to do. Our game plan is almost the opposite of what we expected. So first half it was kind of hard to get going. And after we found out after we knew what they was doing in the first half, we went to the drawing board during halftime and made some adjustments. And
in a nutshell, what were they doing? They were just kind of coming after you guys, right? More anything else. That's the best way of summing it up, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Do you think that gives other people a blueprint now to frustrate you guys a little, or what's your feel on that?
I mean, I feel like we seen it now, so yeah. I mean, we'll be ready for it. We're really expecting it from a lot more teams now, so we're ready.
Hey, you personally, it does look like this 1-2 punch with you and JK is paying dividends from a freshness standpoint. Do you feel that too? What's the dividend as far as you're concerned?
I mean, we keep us fresh. One of us get tired, the next one get in, we don't lose a step. I feel like it's good for both of us, for our futures and for the team.
Yeah. And the way that screen was blocked, that could have been you, right?
Oh, yeah, anybody.
Mike, I know that you dealt with an injury a lot of last year too, and now you've been dealing with an injury the past few weeks. How hard has that been for you to kind of have to keep playing and not be 100%?
I mean, it's real hard because, you know, you want to be 100% to be at your best. You know, football comes with injuries and you hurt and stuff like that, so especially at running back. So I just feel like you got to keep doing what you got to do to get back to 100%.
Do you feel like that injury's affected your play the past few weeks at all? Is there anything you haven't been able to do as well as you normally would?
I mean, yeah, that's with any injury. It plays with your mind sometimes. Sometimes it actually do hurt, and that's part of football. You got to just play through it.
And Mike, Urban talked about taking a look at what the team does on 4th and short with a quarterback that isn't the most prolific runner in the entire world. I take it the running backs would raise their hand and love to volunteer in that situation?
Yeah, I believe it was a run play to the running back, but they crashed on the running back and he was forced to pull it. So the play was actually designed for him to run the ball.
I'm talking in general, though.
Yeah, in general, yeah, of course. We want the ball all the time. On 4th and 18, we want the ball. Yeah.
Some guys might say if they weren't 100%, they might say, I want to rest and get back to fully healthy before I play again. What makes you decide I'm going to play no matter what, even though I'm injured?
I mean, I would say I'm hurt. I'm hurt, not injured. Because if you're injured, you can't play. I'm more of hurt, so I can get out there and do a few things. But I just don't want to miss any games. You know, if I have to, I will. But if I can play, I'm gonna play.
So is it more of a pain tolerance issue more than anything else?
Yeah.
Mike, after last year's win against Penn State, big time win on the road to Iowa, what has been the message this week to prevent a letdown against Indiana on Saturday?
Really just to put the Penn State win past us, focus on Indiana, which is a good team, and don't go in there with our heads down and sleeping and stuff like that. So Coach made a good emphasis in the team room that young guys have to step up and on special teams, and the old guys have to just lead the way.
What are the biggest things you see in Indiana's defense? How can they challenge you guys?
They're pretty good. They're pretty big up front. Hard to move them a little bit, and linebackers can move pretty well, and they always have a decent team there. So we up for the challenge.
Mike, I think a lot of people thought with Dwayne being less of a runner and having a big arm, that might open up the running game for you guys. Is there anything that makes it more difficult to run when the quarterback is not the run threat that you guys have had in the last few years?
I won't say more difficult. A lot of teams have been playing us with loading the box and just depend on their DBs. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess you pick your poison. But a lot of teams just been loading the box on us. So it's been hard for us to get going, which is all right. We still winning. You know, receivers playing well, and once they decide to play the receivers, hopefully we start getting off. You know?
Do you expect that to flip sometime soon?
I expected it. I expected that the first couple games, but our team haven't showed us otherwise yet.
Theory is stop the run and just keep coming, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what they're doing, right?
Yeah.